Hello and welcome to another episode of B-Movie Enema, the series. I'm your B-Movie proctologist, Geoff Arbuckle, and with me as always is Nurse Disembaudee. Nurse, how are you doing today?
Worried.
Worried?
The movie hasn't arrived yet. I'm a little concerned over how we're going to be able to move forward without the movie.
Oh, well, okay, well, let's see what we have. Now, for those of you who maybe never saw my show before, I sit at the edge of the great B-Movie poop chute. I go up in there and I clean out whatever might get clogged up there and whatever. So clearly there's some sort of a clog. So let's take a look. Okay. Oof. All right. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh, I think it's about to clear out. One moment. Let me just try this. Okay. Oh, here it comes. Look out. All right. Okay. So what do we have here, Nurse?
Looks like we have Beyond the Seventh Door. It's a Canadian thriller on a shoestring budget about an ex-con and his ex-girlfriend trying to steal a fortune from a wealthy man. But not all is as easy as it may seem.
Oh boy, Beyond the Seventh Door. So let's talk about Canadian productions. Now, I'm not an expert about what our neighbors to the north do in terms of making movies, but they do have a pretty interesting film production deal up there. And as I understand it, if you are a Canadian citizen and you want to produce a film, you can get funding directly from the government. Now, there are some guidelines that you do have to follow. For example, you must have a certain percentage of your cast and crew that are Canadian citizens. Now, I don't think that means that you have to have all Canadians. I think you can have like a lead star or a director who are American or from elsewhere, but I think you do have to achieve a particular level of Canadians on the set. Now, I think that's a pretty great way to promote the arts. Now, it's all grant related and paid by way of, I would assume, taxes that are collected. And it also explains why a lot of Canadian actors ultimately become big-time Hollywood actors. They get opportunities to be in movies up north, where a bunch of productions can go from Hollywood and get breaks in cost and so forth, and then they can come down here and make an even bigger movie. But, like I said, I don't know all of the details of how these movies get made, but based on the government grant money and whatever, but it is a well-known thing in the biz.
Listen to you giving away the secrets of the biz.
Hey, I'm a giver. Now, I said that a lot of Canadians start out up there or get a lot of opportunities in their home country with these productions, only for it to pay off by them coming down here to America to get bigger movies. Now, that's not so much the case here with the star of this movie. Now, get this. His name is Laser Rockwood. Laser Rockwood. I mean, come on, are you fucking kidding me? I feel like that's kind of a name that should have some sweet guitar riff and explosions accompanying it. Now, I suppose it could be like Lazar or Lazar, but fuck it. It's Laser to me. Laser fucking Rockwood! For the rest of the time we have him in this episode, he is Laser fucking Rockwood. Now, I'd like to say more about Laser fucking Rockwood, but I think it's maybe best to reserve it. You really need to see this guy to understand why I'm holding off. I think it's probably best for us just to get this movie rolling. I mean, what do you say, Nurse Disembaudee?
Hey, it's your show.
All right, well, let's crack open and take a peek beyond the seventh door.
Let's go sit on the back. Excuse me. Excuse me. Two cups, please. How are you, Wendy?
I'm fine.
Are you still... Are we still...
You just don't get it, do you, Boris? I explained everything in my letter. You got my letter, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I got your letter, but I don't believe it.
Believe it. What is it you want?
You.
You scare me, Boris.
And Preston? Doesn't he scare you?
Why should Preston scare me?
Would you live with me if I have a castle?
Once. Without a castle. Without anything. I was so blind, Boris. I had so many dreams for the future. Our future.
And now?
I'm getting on with my own life. And you are no longer part of it.
Come on, Wendy.
Do you know how many times you promised me you'd get a job? Do you know how many?
I was getting...
Robbery isn't a job.
I needed a stake to get the start.
You were lucky, Boris. Lucky they caught you. God knows where it would have stopped.
All right. Look, I served my time. I paid my debt. Now I'm clean. I'm clean.
Good. That's really good, Boris. I hope you stay that way. And I hope you stay away from me.
But do you remember how they got me? You do remember, don't you, Wendy? My getaway driver panicked. Took off. Left me holding the bag. Didn't you, Father?
Boris, leave me alone.
Help me, Wendy. Just this one job.
You want a job? I'll talk to someone.
Wendy,
What is it you want from me?
just this one time. And never bother you again. Never. There must be something in all those stories about the hidden treasures of the Lord Preston.
All right. What's on your mind?
Case the place where he might keep it. How is guarded? Are there alarms? Where are the switches to turn them off? We'll need keys, combinations. Wendy, you are right in the inside this time. We can't miss. The boss?
He's sleeping.
What if you wakes up? Good girl. This is it?
I tried everything. All week I've looked. Under, over, everywhere. Nothing. Any treasure in this place, it's got to be here.
Here?
I've watched him very carefully. When he thinks no one's around, he takes an elevator into the foundation of the castle, which is the same place this probably goes.
Probably goes. Why don't we just take the elevator?
I tried. I can't get the door open.
I think this doesn't look right. Probably it's just a cellar.
With a lock on it?
It's locked. It doesn't mean anything.
Look, this is a copy. He keeps the original around his neck. Would you keep a key to a cellar around your neck?
Stay close.
I told you this must be it. What do you think we'll find?
I don't know. Maybe the corpses of unfaithful servants.
Very funny.
It's a Redheim.
Can you open it?
Maybe.
Well,
Let's go.
Welcome to my chambers of terror, whoever you are. But of course, I know what you are. You are a thief. A burglar who has trespassed on my property with the obvious intention of robbing me. To steal my famous treasure that the lords of Breston have carefully guarded for 2 centuries. So go ahead. Get it. To make things more interesting, and in the spirit of sportsmanship, you may keep that which you find. So, my friend, it seems you now have only one choice: to continue on. Just to show you what I mean, I'm going to give you 20 seconds.
Let's go. Are you okay?
No.
What the hell are you wearing? Do people have some kind of costume party up there?
You mean this? It's my working uniform.
You look like a hooker.
This is how Lord Breston wants me dressed.
I wonder why.
Because he's a pervert. He's rich. He can afford it and enjoy it.
Enjoy it what? The creep is paralyzed from the waist down.
He can enjoy things by observing. Besides, his hands aren't paralyzed.
What does that mean?
It means he enjoys placing his hands all over me.
Oh. Does he pay you extra for that?
Come on, Boris. Give me a break. If it wasn't for you, I'd be living a normal life. You know damn well I had to accept this kind of job. To live. You left me with nothing but bills.
Okay, enough. I have enough. I have enough of this. I have enough of you. I have enough of everything. I tried.
You tried. But they caught you. Face it, Boris. You're not even a good thief.
I'm getting better. See, the Breston said, what we find, we can keep.
How can you still be thinking about money at a time like this?
Let's go. Got to be here.
Congratulations. You can now try to open the next door to continue on, or you may stay where you are and die peacefully. Now, count on your wisdom, and you just might get out of here.
That's it? Speak up, you bastard! There is no bloody way we're going to die in here. So the guy in the jail showed me how to do this. I just don't understand. I don't understand.
I'm wondering what he meant by his last words. He somehow emphasized, count on your wisdom.
You mean all those words mean some kind of special significance?
He said count. Why not? You got a pen? Count on your wisdom. 5, 2, 4, 6. Try it.
Five, 2, 4, 6. Did you hear something? A click? Let's go. What the hell is this?
Trouble.
Boy, you said it, sister. Alright, so apparently enough, it appears this movie opens outside of a prison or an insane asylum as Laser fucking Rockwood is freed and catches a cab that appears to just be hanging outside the prison or something. He then goes into town and stares at a woman at a coffee house and then goes inside to talk to her in the back. Now, nurse, would you be comfortable with Laser fucking Rockwood staring at you through a window?
Probably not. I'd probably have the same dead-eyed stare that girl had as I slowly wished for the end of my life to come sooner than later.
Laser fucking Rockwood apparently had a thing with this one. Is that what you're picking up too?
I think so, I guess.
Everyone, we're having a real hard time sussing out the whole situation with Laser fucking Rockwood and this lady. Why? Well, first, how do I put this nicely? I mean, look at this chiseled mug on this guy. I can't tell if he's like Skeletor wearing a skin suit, or if he's a vacuum-packed Mick Jagger, or if he's, I don't know, like secretly a 67-year-old man playing a man in his 20s or 30s. But a lot of people compare Rockwood to Tommy Wiseau, and these are two men who are vaguely European, who I think passed themselves off as North American. Wiseau always maintained that he was an American. Most of Rockwood's stuff is Canadian. Both talk with extremely heavy accents, and I don't think I've understood much of what Laser fucking Rockwood has said so far in this fucking movie. And I'm really glad this hot babe with him is there to kind of help us out a little bit. Now, she's played by Bonnie Beck, and she was in a handful of things, including a couple of episodes of Friday the 13th, the series. And that's a show that Rockwood was in as well. I can't imagine if he was, like playing a normal person or the fucking monster of the week or whatever. I don't know. But that's, in this, she's the ex-girlfriend of this crazy-ass guy, and they plan to sneak off into a cellar of a mansion. However, did you catch the weirdness of the so-called cellar?
Yeah, it looked like a sewage plant.
Boy, howdy, it sure did.
I'm glad there was that recording that warned them of scary stuff that was going to happen in the cellar. I don't know if I could have handled laser fucking Rockwood trying to tell me anything important.
Oh God, I know. I mean, also, Nurse, do you often wear your nice little red dresses and red high heels when you plan to sneak around basements?
All the time.
Now, I will say I was incredibly surprised that they actually acknowledged that she's dressed awkwardly. So she works for this guy named Lord Breston. Apparently, he has a very specific style of clothing that he wants his staff to wear.
She says he's a pervert.
Indeed she does. Now, call me cynical, but I have a feeling this Lord Breston isn't the only pervert. They have a good-looking woman in Bonnie Beck, and they want her dressed sexy for this movie. I mean, Jesus Christ, we have to look at laser fucking Rockwood all movie long. I mean, at least we get some eye candy to cut to, cut that bitter pill that we have to swallow for 70 minutes. But anyway, I feel that this is a cynical move by the filmmaker, director Bozadar Benedict. Jesus fucking Christ, what is it with these names? How do I know that this isn't just a ploy to make sure we get that eye candy? It's right there on the poster art of this movie. I mean, look at this. Laser fucking Rockwood is only on the box once, but she's on there 3 times. Once normal as she goes beyond the 7th door. Well, you got me there, movie. Shit. Another time showing off her thigh highs, of course. And the 3rd soaking wet with her now showing off her garter.
It does take a keen eye.
It really does. It really does. Now, I guess we should be getting back to the movie. Boris and Wendy are going deeper into the cellar on their search for money or diamonds or ESL lessons or something. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not sure that I care. I, like you, Nurse Disembaudee, am simply along for this ride.
This guy is clever. What now?
A ring. If properly spelled, my name will bring the solution that you need.
That's it? That's all it is?
We have to figure it out.
And what we win if we do?
Our lives will be less.
I'm wondering what's going to happen if we step on one of those skulls.
I don't think we want to find out. There's only one way out of here, Boris. We've got to solve this puzzle.
Yeah. Now let's think. Who could wear such a ring?
Remember the Wagner's opera? Dare. Or was it Das Rheingold?
Sure, we got opera night. Once a week in a jail.
No. That can't be it. What about the Lord of the Rings?
Who the hell was he?
That can't be it either.
Wendy, look. There is no letter. Z-W K-M-V.
Which means?
Well, it makes our job of guessing easier.
You got any ideas?
What about Saturn?
What about it?
Planet Saturn wears a ring. And it's a father of his moons.
Which one?
Astronomy is not my strong suit.
You don't have a strong suit, Boris.
Look, I drop out from grade 10. You finish school. You go to the opera. You'll figure out.
Let's see. There was a Titan. Phobo or Phobos. Janus, and I think Tethys.
Forget a Texas. There is no letter Y.
It could be Janus, couldn't it?
What gives you that idea?
Look, the J's right in the front line. And the other four are around it.
Yeah, it could be Janus.
Look, it even spells the name clearly. J-A-N-U-S. It's got to be Janus. What do you think?
You might be right. Okay, stay back. I think you are right.
Christ! Guy's crazy! Doesn't appear to be Janus, doesn't?
You were right.
No!
It's not either Titus or Titan. There's only one T.
How about where?
Spelled
R-H-E-A.
Yeah. Yeah. It's possible. Stay back. What's that? That strange humming.
The wolf! It's closing in on us!
That was close. What now?
I don't know. We've tried everything. Unless...
Unless what?
Maybe he means the other Saturn. The one from Roman mythology. The real Saturn. Saturn the god.
Go on.
He was the god of harvest. And he had children.
And?
And among them Juno, the goddess of marriage. That's why the J is safe. Juno!
J-U-N-O. Could be. It could be Juno. Okay. Follow me quickly. This is last letter. Jump, Randy, quickly. Not again.
Do you think there's more?
I don't know.
The shaft! It's hopeless. We'll never get out of here.
What now? Say something!
It's a recording, Boris. It can't hear you.
You are doing very well. You decoded my little quiz. But from now on, there will be no more hints, my friend. The time has come for your real problems. You have only 5 minutes to solve this chamber.
5 minutes to solve what?
There must be another passage somewhere.
To solve what? Maybe on the floor.
Minutes.
4 more minutes, Boris!
I heard that!
Come on!
There's nothing!
3 minutes.
Come on! The walls, maybe.
What, the walls?
Try them.
It's a solid concrete.
Maybe not everywhere.
What do you mean, everywhere? The 4 walls! What do you mean? Where's Dave? Why don't you help me?
I'm scared. I don't know what
I'm scared too! I'm scared too! Do something!
2 minutes.
Oh, God.
Come on, Boris.
Sorry, my friend. Your time is almost up. You have only 60 seconds to live.
Screw you! Screw you! You heard that? Screw you! Sorry. Oh! Sorry.
Well, you certainly are living proof that a man in grave danger is capable of doing things that are otherwise beyond his power and abilities. However, like all who enter another's home by force, you must be prepared to risk danger, perhaps being maimed by a guard dog, or even killed by an enraged owner. I am only exercising my right to protect myself, my possessions, and the sanctity of my home. Think of this while you are awaiting your end. It might help you in another life, the one after death.
That's it?
There was no clue.
Okay, calm down.
He's right. We shouldn't be here in the first place.
Stop moralizing, Wendy. We have to outthink this guy.
And what are we supposed to do?
Nothing that he expects.
What do you mean by that?
See these two corners? He wants us to go and check what is behind them.
You smoke too much.
Okay, I'll quit, I promise. If I leave.
I'm going to see.
Don't! That's exactly what he wants us to do. Don't play into his hands.
There's no other way, Boris. Someone has got to go and see.
Then let me go first, okay? I put you in this mess and I'll take you out from here.
I'll get myself out of this mess.
Talk to me, Wendy! Wendy! Where are you? Are you alright?
Boris, help me out of here, please!
Don't panic, Wendy!
A body! A dead man, Boris!
Don't look at him! Calm down! Where are you?
I'm in another chamber! A new chamber! With holes in the walls!
Holes? dead man.
No, I don't want to look.
You must.
It looks like he could have drowned. I don't know.
That's it. Is there any drain somewhere?
Yeah, there is.
Listen, Wendy, don't panic. Is there anything else there? Door? Or passage? Any way out?
There's a metallic plate fastened to the wall. The exit could be behind it. I don't know. There looks to be a few screws around it, but some are missing.
The poor guy must have started unscrewing them. But he didn't have the time. There must be some screwdriver around somewhere. On the ground.
No, not on the ground. It's in his hand. He has one in his hand.
I'm coming down.
No, Boris, don't.
Why not?
We have to go back.
Wendy, we can't go back. There is no way back. Listen to me. Start unscrewing the plate.
I got one. Should I continue?
I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. But be careful.
Oh no!
What is it?
This one's longer than all the others.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Stop it, Wendy. Stop right now.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard.
Boris, are you there?
Where the hell would I go?
Boris, what should I do?
I don't know. How many screws are left? you can. Just take your time. Back up!
No, it's too high and smooth. There's nothing to grip onto.
Wait, I have an extension cord. I'll pull you out. You better plug the hole.
With what?
With anything. Your dress. Do something. Just stop the water.
time is it?
2:05. The water should be gone soon.
How do you know?
Just think what's waiting for us in the last chamber.
Yeah.
Hey, how you doing, kid?
I'm freezing. And my legs are numb.
Hey, talking about your legs. I never realized how sexy those legs are. You are going to make hell of an actress.
Thanks, Boris. That's just great. Beautiful frozen legs.
Hey, I don't want to hear that. What about people who spend hours in the freezing water?
What's wrong, nurse?
This is really not a very good movie.
That's an understatement and a half. I will say this movie is kind of extraordinary in one regard.
What, that we actually watch Boris for a full movie?
Well, okay, then two regards. No, what I was going to say is that Boris is an amazingly stupid person. He's dim-witted and knows almost nothing about anything. He's apparently a crook and spent time in the clink for it, but I mean, that was inevitable. He knows nothing about anything. In the first segment, he had to be taught by someone in jail how to use a machine that was supposed to help find the combination to that one door, right? Well, that failed miserably. Almost like a stick of dynamite that turns out to be a dud. It seems as though it was counting to the eventual conclusion that you will excitedly open up that door, and then, well, nothing. And on the other hand, almost all these little tricks and puzzles that the old pervert Breston set up is something that Wendy can solve. Now, she figured out that the combination to the lock was as simple as counting the numbers in the clue that Breston gave. She then, in the next puzzle, starts listing out the names of titans of mythology. Now, do you know any of those names, nurse?
Not a single one.
Yeah, I can't say that I really do either. Audience, what about you? B-Movie Poop Shoot, what about you? Alright, well, fair enough. Sorry I asked. Now, I'm not saying that a woman wearing an old man's fetish as her work uniform wouldn't be able to know some sort of useless knowledge. I mean, you haven't seen Nurse Disembaudee dressed up as Toucan Sam just killing it at the local bar's trivia night. It just hasn't been established at all. Like at all. And I can say it is indeed impressive that the 74-minute movie spent a solid 10 minutes debating whether the floor puzzle answer is Giannis, Rhea, or Juno. And that's utterly insane. Now imagine, if you will, that for 10 or 15 minutes of the movie The Room, you had Tommy Wiseau and Lisa debating an answer while watching Jeopardy that deals with ancient religions. You'd probably go insane. Now, I appreciate that Wendy, the person who happens to know every single answer to a Trivial Pursuit category dealing specifically with pre-Greek and Roman mythology characters who are also incredibly obscure, still expects Boris to solve these puzzles. Like, I don't know if I could count on Boris to do anything except for be the finished product of a Coney Island caricature artist. Now, I will say, though, that there are two very funny things happening at this end of the segment. Now, Wendy has fallen into the next section or trap or something. On the walls are several little, well, they're basically holes. And she tries to unscrew a panel, and then as she does that, water starts to pour through. So what does she do to stop the water from filling up the room and drowning her like the old prospector that fell down there before? Well, she starts tearing pieces of her dress off to plug the fucking water holes.
Bet you didn't think that's how the saga of her sexy dress was gonna conclude.
Holy shit, I wouldn't have guessed that in a million years. Combined with that, you have Boris trying to get the extension cord that he somehow knew to bring along with him in his tool belt that is trapped in the previous room with the spikes and shit. Then he's going to use that to pull Wendy up out of the water pit. Okay, now I'll easily buy that the cord would be strong enough to lift the girl up. Meanwhile, and my favorite part for many, many reasons, we have Wendy frantically tearing her dress to shreds to plug the several holes that have water gushing out of them. Now this is in hopes that the cloth of this thin summer dress will be able to hold back all of this water that is pouring through in what I can only guess to be a couple of gallons a second. Not in any instance or for any moment did I believe that was going to happen. However, I'm positive it was just to get Bonnie Beck into this scenario with a wet dress ripped to shreds. And you know what, Nurse? This reminds me of that time that we went to that escape room place and I found that spigot that I had to plug because it was going to like start spraying acid everywhere. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I remember that. And it wasn't a spigot, it was a light bulb socket, and it caught your underwear on fire.
It sure did.
But it had nothing to do with the escape room clues.
Truly didn't.
And you didn't even need to use your underwear.
Says you.
And that poor kid in there with us, with that family, and they had to watch you strip all the way down just to stick your underwear in that socket. It was so embarrassing.
Nah, it was fine. That's what you call original thinking.
No, that's what I call traumatic.
Oh, well. We can agree to disagree on that, but we'll be back after the movie's conclusion.
Boris!
What?
I can't feel my legs anymore and I'm losing the feeling in my arms.
Hang on. Give her a few minutes. The water will drain out soon.
Oh, God. Stop.
What is that noise?
Boris, it's the water! It's draining!
That's it, kid. You can't give up now. Not now. You hear me? Are you all right?
I'm okay.
Good. I'm coming down.
No, not yet. Let the water finish draining first.
Coming down now.
crazy.
I know. I'm crazy about you.
Boris, make love to me.
Okay, I'll start unscrewing the plate. You just stay close by the cord, just in a case.
Okay. Be careful, Boris.
I can't believe it! This is it!
Well, well. My congratulations. And now you come to claim that for which you risked your life. There is $1 million in that briefcase. However, you could decide to leave it where it is and simply walk out of here as an honest man. For behind this last door, the seventh door, you will find a treasure that is far more valuable.
What do you think?
I wouldn't touch it. It's probably his deadliest trap.
When did we came this far?
Boris, let's just get out of here.
First, let me see what is behind this door.
Boris, we're free to go. Let's get out of here.
It's elevator. I wonder what he meant by treasure far more precious behind seven door.
Freedom. If we leave now, we'll have our freedom.
Whatever we do, police waiting for us.
We'll tell them about the corpse. Boris, use your head. He's letting us go.
Okay. Okay. If you are right, this elevator is gonna take us up. And door will open.
There, you see? It's empty. Let's go, Boris. Now, before it's too late.
We can't just leave this without checking.
Boris, get in. Forget about the money.
Wendy, let me just look. It's real.
Of course it's real. He wants you to grab it. Remember what you told me. Don't play into his hands.
But why would he blow up all this money?
Because he's incredibly rich. And you are incredibly stupid.
All this money? Don't give up now. It's set up all right.
Then let's go.
Not yet. It's wired to something. I'll empty it anyway.
But you aren't going to.
Okay, we'll go. But not without a couple of bundles to cover our expenses.
Boris, please. You promised.
Wendy, we earned this the hard way.
You were so lucky.
Where do you think we are?
The secret entrance is a camouflage door. It's built into the paneling of the third floor. But I'm not exactly sure now.
Okay, check it out. I'll get the light.
It's okay. I'll let you out through the kitchen door downstairs. And then I'll switch the alarm on again. We're on the third floor.
Okay, wait. Take this money. Go to your room, change your clothes, and wait for me there.
Boris.
Do what I told you. And don't worry. Where is your room?
Third door to the left. But Boris.
Hey, leave the door open so I can find you.
Boris, please, don't go back. Come on, come to my room. Please, we'll make love.
Okay. We will. For the rest of our lives. In Bermuda, on the French Riviera, all over the world. Okay, just go. Okay? Do what I told you.
Boris! You idiot!
Okay, Mr. Preston, I came for what is mine.
Why so sad, my dear? We both gave him a chance.
He was only 36.
He was a crook. The wrong man for a girl like you. He would have found a way to get himself killed sooner or later. They all do. Here. For your trouble. 20,000 as agreed. Take it. You've earned it. Gave me great pleasure to listen to your performance tonight. You would have made a hell of an actress. Next time, as we discussed, I'll double it. And Wendy, one more thing. You really don't have to make love to all of them, do you?
Peter? I've thought it over. Yeah. I've got the key. Yeah. Tomorrow night will be perfect. Fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my underwear on fire incident at the escape room didn't lead to a very awkward and inappropriate sex scene while that kid's dad who died of smoke inhalation watched this.
Hey, it's not like the opportunity wasn't there for us.
What?
What?
Why did you say that?
Say what?
You know, you're either a figment of my imagination or possibly a piece of my own somewhat fractured psyche. You know, I'm not even sure I understand what's going on around here. Oh shit. Let's stick a pin in that for now, nurse. So that was the conclusion of Beyond the Seventh Door. We have ourselves a bit of a twist. Actually, a few twists. For one, the twist that Laser fucking Rockwood and Wendy decided that having sex in a recently flooded dungeon with a dead old man just a few feet away was a great idea. It's not like every single room in this incredibly large basement didn't just try to kill them at every turn. Nah, it's fine. Wendy's already practically naked, so I guess it's time to lay some rockwood, baby. Now the second is that Beyond the Sixth Door was just a case with $1 million Canadian bucks just sitting on a table. And I can see that Laser fucking Rockwood was already dressed for $1 million Canadian bucks because he did come dressed in a Canadian tuxedo. However, there is one more door, and Breston said that what lies beyond the seventh door is a treasure far more valuable than the $1 million Canadian bucks. Boris is very conflicted, Wendy is not. She wants to beat cheeks and get out of there, and she doesn't really want Boris to play Breston's tricks anymore. She wants to leave believing that freedom is what's more precious than $1 million Canadian bucks, but what does Boris discover? Well, that the money is wired to some sort of contraption. And Boris decides that maybe he'll take some of the money and get in the elevator that was beyond that seventh door with Wendy, who isn't too happy that he took some of that dough. She's really unhappy that he decides to go back for even more money. And we should remember that Boris is incredibly stupid, right? So when he takes that money, it sets off the trap in the basement and Boris is blowed up but good. Now that's advertised as a twist, but was it? Was it?
Was it?
I mean, sort of, I guess. I mean, Breston and Wendy were in on it together, I guess. She's led people down there many, many times before, I guess. And each time they die. Each time she's sexed up the bad guy, I guess. Each time Breston paid her good.
It's a honey trap.
Indeed.
So, were all these guys boyfriends or ex-boyfriend crooks?
I think that's what we're supposed to believe. I mean, I guess she really gets around. And hey, that does make me wonder. Was the grandpa down in the basement who got drowned in that one room an ex-boyfriend of Wendy's?
And is Breston just trying to single-handedly do away with crooks vigilante style?
I don't know. I feel like the twist there is just a shits and giggles thing, you know? And hey, you know, while you're at it, why not tell people where they can find all the B-Movie Enema goodness for shits and giggles?
You can find all of Geoff's writings at www.bmovieenema.com. He posts new text articles each and every Friday morning. You can also find episodes of this show, B-Movie Enema the series, on the website as well as on YouTube. Subscribe to him there to be caught up on all the episodes, as well as see clips from other movies he uses in his articles. You can also follow B-Movie Enema on Facebook and Twitter. Just search for him on those sites. You can also find this show on OtherWorlds TV. If you have a Roku, add that channel for free and check out all the obscure movies on that channel, as well as the other hosts that play there on the weekends.
Alright, thank you, nurse. Now, you know, I don't know too much about this laser fella in this movie. I feel like, as with most of the Tommy Wiseau shenanigans, I grow tired of him fast. But I will say that he definitely has a look that is completely different, and he is most definitely a prototype for what Wiseau would ultimately become. I just think that the difference is that Rockwood is bad, but I don't feel the same level of self-aggrandizing that Wiseau has kind of banked on and embraced. I do think the Rockwood is trying, and Wiseau thinks he's making Shakespeare and will shift his intent based on how his movies are received. And then when Wiseau begins to bank on that weirdness that others have kind of foisted onto him, he gets kind of old real fast. But I do have a secret, everybody. Nurse Disembaudee loves this movie, didn't you, Nurse?
Yeah, I really didn't like it at first, but I think I'm warming up to Boris. I mean, Laser fucking Rockwood.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's a bad movie, but it's kind of one of those fun bad movies. I think this is one where if you can kind of get past some of the dull conversation points and the 10 minutes of talking about Titans, you start to kind of unravel with this movie, and it kind of slowly drives you insane. I think it drove the nurse insane, but this is something that I would like to show other friends too. It might be kind of one of those fun bad movie nights. Well, with that, I think we can bring this episode to a close. Join us next week for another episode of B-Movie Enema, the series. And in the meantime, I think Nurse Disembaudee and I are going to check out this lead on this fortune I've heard about being in some dude's basement.
I never realized how sexy those legs are.